All right, welcome once again to our day zero of the 9 nights of the goddess. So, how does it get any better? While Zai is sharing our beautiful slides, how have you been feeling for the past few days? You can type on the chat. Kamusta ang inyong feelings the past few days? Because today is like the culmination of March energies as we end it up with a solar eclipse kanina. So the solar eclipse just ended around 6, 7 in the evening, Philippine time. So yeah, for Carly, it's fluctuating ang net, but feeling relaxed. That is beautiful. Maybe you've been doing the work for the past 3 to 5 days, so you're now feeling more relaxed. Miss Master G, it's intense. Yes, it could be if you're releasing so much, the energies are intense. Wow, for Miss Anna Banana, raining the whole day. Miss V, improving the past 2 days. Awesome, I love that. Um, Trisha, it's feeling relaxed. Uhaw and sige lang kain niya. That's also good. So yes. So yeah, for the past few days, we've also been preparing for the 9 nights of the goddess, and this is receiving divine wealth. So you're receiving the day zero, but for today, we're not doing any manifestation work because today it's really clearing work. For us to receive more in our lives, we require to make space, 'di ba? Kung puno tayo, if we have so much and we're so like full, there's no room for for more blessings, for more of the things we ask for to arrive. So we gotta clear and make space. So for today, the energies for today is all about clearing and making space. So we'll go with our next slide. So I'll just explain what goes on with the 9 nights of the goddess. So 9 nights of the goddess is a celebration of Durga, goddess Durga, and her 3 phases. And her first phase is clearing, strength, and protection. That's her first phase as Durga. She is the fierce protector and the empowered warrior. Then she moves on to the next phase, which is Lakshmi, which is all about wealth, receiving, and magnetic attraction. This Lakshmi is the goddess of abundance and divine receiving. And then the third phase is Saraswati, which is creativity, wisdom, and business mastery. So goddess Saraswati is the goddess of wisdom, creativity, and inner flow. For us to receive them more for the next 9 days, 9 nights, um, we shall be honoring them. Okay, so that's Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. If you remember, our 3-day gift goddess awaken is all about the three goddesses. So I'm sure I've heard a lot of mga stories, which is really wonderful. Because their energies right now are very potent. So we will be using that to our advantage. So yeah, next slide, please. For today naman, March 29. Also, yeah, that's what I explained. Next slide, please. Yun pala yung in-explain ko. So for March 29, it's massive for today. Ngayon na araw, I know it's about to end, but the energies are still moving. It's gonna move forward for the next 3 days, okay? March 29 is massive energy. Why? It's the eclipse. Ngayon, aftermath na tayo ng eclipse, but the eclipse energies are still with us. New moon. And why is it New Year? It's the New Year in Vedic astrology. Tomorrow, actually, March 30, ang Vedic New Year. Then Saturn shift. It's also Kalsarpa Yoga and Chaitra Navaratri, which is yan yung 9 nights with the goddess or 9 days with the goddesses. And then there are 7 planets that are aligned in Pisces in Vedic astrology again. And it's all about expecting big changes. And you could actually feel it, okay, on a national level. Diba? National level, we are being purged, we are being cleared, we are being cleansed. So that's the macro part. The micro is we also got to do the work to do the cleansing if we want to contribute on a macro level. So this is our part. This is our part in contributing to what's been recently yung very the word that is striking a lot of the miracle workers is ancestral healing. And how do you heal ancestral wounds? It's through, through ourselves. No, hindi lang siya yung looking at the other people, dapat ito yung i-heal niya. It's all also about healing ourselves deep inside and what is connected to the ancestors or our ancestry. Okay? So, yeah. Next slide, please. Oh, I'm putol-putol ba? Good. But, yeah. So, then we have March 29 again. It's solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. Again, 'di ba? Solar eclipse na tayo, may new moon pa talaga. So solar eclipse, later I will explain more about what is ano yung um what are the advantages ba talaga? Ano yung mangyayari sa eclipse? Advantages? No, it's an advantage if you alchemize it, if you know how to use it. Then new moon, we all know it's all about beginnings. So it's very wonderful because as you end something, there's the new moon in Aries. You're beginning something new. We are navigating a month of very significant change. And the solar eclipse can actually bring even more shakeups. And we're actually ending the eclipse season with a bang. Kasi diba, after ito yung solar eclipse, before that we had lunar eclipse. So this is like the culmination talaga. So then we have Mercury enters retrograde in Mercury retrograde is already there, pero nag-enter siya ngayon sa Pisces, which adds a dreamy, intuitive factor to it. So, yon. Which is, next slide. So, in Vedic astrology, ito yung sinasabi nila na a Pisces stellium is where 6 planets, which is the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune align in the mystical and intuitive sign of Pisces. So this alignment amplifies Pisces qualities, which is spirituality, emotions, intuition, your dreams, and creativity, which is creating a highly mystical yet potentially overwhelming period. So a lot of people, if they don't know how to navigate this can be very overwhelming. But a lot of you have ease with the changes because you did the 3 days work. If you did not do the 3 days work, I'm sure you also did your own self-mastery practice. It's okay. Next slide, please. These moments create energetic openings where karmic patterns can be released. Ayan, so yung ancestral healing is also attached to the karmic patterns being released as of this moment. But it's also very sensitive time. Like a lot of people will become more sensitive. And that's why it's best spent in quiet reflection rather than outward action. So right now, a lot of our work is journaling. Hindi siya yung outward. It's all inner work, like quiet reflection. So in Vedic astrology, we do not go outside or eat during the eclipse hours. Oh, we did not eat, guys. We did not eat during the window 4 to 6 p.m. And take great care to turn inward with spiritual practices. So and then when you chant during an eclipse, it is 1,000 times more powerful than usual. So that's why earlier I asked everyone to come on at least 5 to 10 minutes before the class starts so that you can hear the chant. So yung chant na ginamit natin is a chant na for Durga. Okay, Durga chant siya. So it's about clearing obstacles. Ayan. So kung meron pa hindi natin ma-identify, yun yung trabaho ng chant. Okay? So it's also 1,000 times more powerful. And mahilig tayo sa mga 10x. 10x, 100x, and 1,000x. Okay, the next slide, please. So with the snake of awakening involved, kasi we are year 2025 and it's all about the snake of awakening. So we are supposed to be prepared for deep inner truths coming into your conscious awareness. So I'm sure a lot of you for the past few days, you have been faced with certain stuff that you want to release. How many of you experienced that type one? Because me, I also experienced that. So how many of you experienced that, that you want to, there are certain inner truths coming into your own, into your conscious awareness, right? Like you're becoming more aware. Why am I doing this? Or why am I reacting to this? Why is this person triggering me? Why this and why that? So these are all coming to surface. Or why am I still not healed? Okay? So these are all coming to surface not because there's something wrong with you, but meron pa tayong mga remnants na kailangan natin i-clear. So be kind to yourself. Do not judge yourself na bakit meron pa itong mga feelings. So just it's okay. It's coming up for healing. Okay? So this same new moon also begins the Vedic Lunar New Year, which I've mentioned earlier, called Chaitra Shukla Pratipada. So this is the start of Chaitra Navaratri. So a solar eclipse and New Year happening on the same day is very rare, which actually happens only once every 18 to 19 years. O, diba? So every Vedic year carries a specific energetic name and vibration. And ano yung name and vibration for this year? We have, next slide. We have Vishwavasu. Vishwavasu, di ba? Vasu, guys. So meaning universal wealth or divine light. It follows last year's intense Krodi cycle, which was associated with anger, instability, and chaos. Vishwavasu offers a more supportive energetic current. This is one with faith, abundance, and moral strength. If you have noticed the past few months, maybe you have encountering more of yourself in terms of faith. Like for me, my faith is like deepening even more. Like, oh, there is this part of me pa pala na, you know, like meron pang ika-strengthen ang faith. So it's deepening, okay? So what in your life is actually taking root or is already there as a foundation, but it's now expanding even more. Okay, so this one will still be intense, but it will be much more light coming through. So mas maraming light na come through compared to last year. Last year was more of anger, instability, and chaos. The energy is that. But this year, it's more supportive, one of faith, abundance, and moral strength. Okay, so just remember this: if when the going gets tough and when the tough gets going, just remember that this year it's supposed to be a supportive, energetic current for you. Okay, next slide, please. So Saturn will also shift into Pisces around 5 hours after the eclipse. So we're now moving into that. And this is the first time since 1995. Saturn is the planet of karma, responsibility, and long-term vision. Pag mag-move siya sa Pisces, this is a sign of dreams, endings, and spiritual depth. And he asked us to commit to healing, bringing structure to our inner world, and making the intangible real. So that's why there's a lot of you want to birth things into reality. Like, oh my gosh, we've been like broken for a long, long time, and we want to make a structure out of it and make it, make the invisible visible. Make your vision, parang yung vision mo ma-actualize mo in this reality. So this is the energy for the year. That's why a lot of people wanted to, mas maraming pumupunta sa mga classes right now because they're finding ways how to make the intangible real, which is very possible as long as we commit to it. And I would like to honor and acknowledge everyone for committing to yourself tonight because you can be anywhere. You can make your ego stop you by lounging in bed because I could just be, oh, I'm so tired, I'll just sleep it out. But then I'm here contributing and committing to myself first and foremost. I'm not just here for everyone. Dinadamay ko lang ang lahat. Charot. Pero I'm also here for me. If I don't do this, maybe I'll slack off. So I'm just using a very fun way to trick my ego mind to do the work with me. So it's nice that it's wonderful that you are here and look inward. What else can I release tonight? Because we will be doing more release work. So kung nag-release na kayo sa day 1, sa 3-day goddess, and then nag-release din kayo sa awakening Persephone class ni Zai, if you've already released there as well, there's another release. Kasi like kanina, we started doing release work. Kanina we already listed, and then mga few minutes after, like, oh, may kulang pa pala, meron pa akong i-release. So we started adding more to our list. Okay, so we already, actually, I'm with Zai and Ate Jenny, and earlier Darlene was with us, and we asked everyone who would come into the space to release. So we've been doing release work since kanina. And so that's why we sent the video, yung opening the space, because it's also to carry everyone's release work as well. So again, the more people come together, the faster the release work it will be. And the more conscious you are doing it, the faster it changes. Rather than you're just unconsciously going through the motions. Of course, it doesn't mean tayo lang yung nagre-release. Nagre-release din yung iba. Maybe yung iba lang, wala lang silang writing. Everyone is releasing at some point. Okay? So let's yun. So honoring and acknowledging Feby for moving your jumpstart class. How does it get any better? Choosing yourself. Yes, we gotta come from that space to choose ourselves first. Okay. Next slide, please. So again, March 29, we'll have 7 planets in Pisces on Eclipse Day, which is yung kanina na-explain natin, we call stellium. When multiple planets cluster in a single sign, intensifying the focus and energies. And these are all 7 planets, and each 7 planets meron siyang kanya-kanyang focus point. So, kaya it will be overwhelming for a lot. Like, oh, so many things going on. Yes, cosmically, on an energetic level, many things are going on planet-wise. So, Pisces governs dissolution, release, surrender, imagination, dreams, and spirituality. So when this much energy gathers in one place, you may feel emotional, foggy, inspired, or like something is shifting just beneath the surface. Okay? So the last time we saw this type of Pisces eclipse configuration was in 53 AD. Okay, so maybe you were alive that time and you want to complete that this time. So last time was in 53 AD, and now it's what? 2025. So now Mercury is part of the lineup too. May dagdag pa siya, okay, which is Mercury. So hindi lang we have 7 planets. So yes, this moment is very rare. Okay? Kahit ilang incarnation pa yung dadaanan bago mo ma-reach ito. So how did we get so lucky? We are here at a very opportune time, and we are all like 16 souls wanting to release whatever keeps us being stuck in this karmic pattern or cycle. So yeah, pat yourself on the left shoulder and say, wow, congratulations for making it this far, body. Okay? And soul. Body, mind, and soul. Next slide, please. So, to add to it, wala, hindi pa pala tapos. Marami pa talaga, guys. There's so much going on planet-wise. It's Kalsarpa Yoga is created, which is an alignment where all visible planets are caught between Rahu and Ketu. So, the lunar nodes. In Vedic astrology, si Ketu is this snake that has no body. No, so Rahu is the snake without a body, who is like in charge of obsession. Yung parang feeling niya kainin niya lahat, hindi siya nasasatisfy. So that is Rahu energy. Okay? So we'll focus more on Rahu energy because it's really Rahu at this time sa solar eclipse, kasi yung story is si Rahu ang nag-devour ng sun. Okay? So this can steer karmic pressure, spiritual urgency, and a need to clear out what is no longer aligned to the higher path you probably want to head toward. So if a lot of you have been releasing relationships, you have been releasing a lot of things, not just relationships, mga points of view, you're shedding so much that is part of this transition. So practice awareness and trust this process. This is karmic. Next slide, please. So all eclipses in general are major energy resets that can provide an opportunity for karmic shifts, revelations, and transformation. So it's up to us. Which one are we choosing? We can choose all three. Pwede tayong mag-karmic shift, pwede tayong merong ma-receive na downloads, which is revelations, or transformation, us transforming. So the eclipses are karmic accelerator. So binigyan tayo ng ni God, ng universe, ng karmic accelerator. Kasi siguro you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm here in this planet. It's so dense, it's so slow. So you want to make it fast. So yeah, March gave us a very parang mincer and para tayong nilagay sa meat mincer. Okay? Bringing sudden shifts, hidden revelations, and profound energetic resets. So all your inner work will be amplified. So that's why meron tayong ginawa na 3-day goddess awaken if you have done that, because a lot of you receive immediate contributions from the goddesses and even other gods and other ascended masters, because inner work is amplified. When you are there focused in doing your inner work, it is amplified and 10x, 100x ang kanyang result. Compared to before. If you do this before, it's like, oh, slow, hindi ko ma-feel. Pero ngayon, if you do it, it's fast. Okay? So, yeah. So, Carly met Ganesh. Ayan. So, mantra and meditation is also amplified. So, if you're doing your sunya meditation, if you also have added mantras, it's also amplified. So, ang pinapa-avoid sa atin ngayon is distractions. Okay? Do not be distracted by things that are not in alignment to your path. Okay? Observe, do not react. So, most of the time, maraming triggers. It's okay na minsan automatic, oh my gosh, I reacted, but then just become aware. Practice awareness. It's like, oh, I reacted and I want to clear this. Then clear it. Okay? Next slide, please. So solar eclipses occur when Rahu swallows the sun, distorting the ego, identity, and external reality. Solar eclipses can break illusions of control, and the sun represents the soul, self, purpose, and direction. Pag na-eclipse ito, personal identity and ambitions feel clouded. So maybe some of you have been wondering, ito na ba talaga ang para sa akin? Ito na ba talaga ang, like, is this what I am, who I am? Is this what I should be doing? So maraming mga in-between. You will feel clouded. So Rahu's influence creates an urge to chase external validation. Then if you don't do the inner work, then you'll go on Facebook and say, and say all the funny stuff, like to ask people to validate you or make impulsive moves. Yung anong gusto mong i-release sa mouth mo, i-type mo na siya, and then it's impulsive and then it does not work with ease. Or you can seek power from an unstable foundation. Wala, sino kaya ang nagsisik ng power from an unstable foundation? On a national level, charot. So, yan. So, this is a time of rapid karmic acceleration where new paths are emerging, but old identities must be released first. So there is a new path unfolding right before us, personally, each one of us. Meron nag-unfold. However, kailangan natin ma-release ang old identity. Like our nation, wala talaga tayong ibang example, guys, but our nation. Our nation is having this identity crisis. Like, who am I? So Philippines as a whole, like a lot of people don't want to be Filipinos anymore. They want to be this and this and this because, these are old identities and the new is about to emerge. That's why things are crumbling. Anything that does not have solid foundation, it will crumble. But look at someone who has a solid foundation. Kahit na-attack na siya, kahit nakulong na, or hindi pa nga, I mean, everything works against the person, but it has a solid foundation. It is not, hindi siya movable. Okay, so like 'Di ba? So if there are also others who have unstable foundation and they keep but dahil unstable siya kahit nasa kanya lahat yung pera, nasa kanya lahat yung power, they're still not getting a response from everyone. So this again, that's a national thing. Okay? That's a national thing. And then on a personal level, look around yourself. Miss, like saan ako hindi stable ang aking foundation. So you just reflect deep inside, okay? So the solar plexus chakra is activated, which is bringing shifts in confidence, motivation, and personal power. Maybe your body will have some funny stuff in the solar plexus chakra. So kami kanina, we have been doing a lot of chanting. We've been listening to the chant, and then we've been clearing, and so our tummy and solar plexus is acting up. But we just ask our body to have it more with ease. So we're assisting it with food, no, just kidding. We're assisting it with salt, sugar, and water. Ayan, kung may mga release, salt, sugar, and water. So, next slide, please. So, yeah, if you've been feeling mga ano in the stomach, that's okay. So, like utot, yes, you will be experiencing lots of utot or you wanna go to the banyo many times pero walang lumalabas. Hangin lang. So, yun lang yun. So those are energetic release. So just release it. Okay? So I know the solar eclipse is done. So just want to give you a reminder. Ang solar eclipse, do not chase validation or make major public announcement for now. Hold it off. Pwede naman tomorrow na siguro or sa Monday. Rahu distorts perception. Do not engage in major manifestation or goal setting. So no major manifestation. The energy is too unstable and our egos are too blown up. So don't overextend yourself. Nervous system sensitivity could be heightened. So don't make rash decisions because illusions may feel real. For example, may nanliligaw, tapos nag-say yes ka kaagad sa solar eclipse. So, sino ba yon? Charot lang. Tapos nag-say yes ka sa solar eclipse, hindi pa siya, baka na-illusion, lang. So, ipaano mo lang, pass over ang illusions, okay? So, go outside. So, do not go outside in the distorted light. That's why we sent reminders not to be under the sunlight by 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. lang naman. Which in the Philippines, wala namang sun by 6. So okay lang, nasa labas. So there's no manifestation, no rush decisions, no resisting change, and no overcommitting. So like Feby, she just hindi na siya nag-overcommit to have her class. Like, so a lot of you also have changed some, just to focus more on yourself this time. So ang gagawin sa eclipse is engage in inner reflection on areas of life like confidence, being seen, purpose, and self-esteem. So, and then it focus on what success means to you on a soul level. Ano ba talagang success sa'yo? And reflect on how to be of service to the world. So, ang gagawin is also ground yourself. Do not react. Stay open and adaptable and protect your energy. So, next slide. Or energy management. I don't like using the word protecting the energy, but rather manage your energy. So for today, just for tonight, end what no longer serves you, embrace the unknown, and step into your highest destiny because this will surprise you. And so let's do the work. It's very quick. Actually, madali lang siya. But yeah, let's do the work. Take out your journals, your journal and pen. So yung candles niyo, you can light it up right now if you have beside you. Make sure you're in a safe space. If you're not in a safe space, you can light it up later. It's okay. We have the candle for you today. Naka-on yung kandila namin sa inyo for tonight. Okay? So all of the classes for the 9 nights, we will be carrying the space with you. So do not worry if wala ako sa sacred space ko. Pero as much as possible, we highly suggest during the next 9 days that you will be with us during and be present with us so that you can go through the whole thing. Okay? We will make sure to make it a bit quick so that you can do your next appointment. Okay? Next slide, please. So we will be doing journaling. So let's write down in your journal right now. Ay, pero wag pala sa journal, sa paper, tanggalin niyo sa journal niyo. Like a sheet of paper. Write down your limiting beliefs or ego-driven patterns if there is still some for you. Baka meron pa kayong maalala that no longer serves you. Write down ego-driven habits and ways you are pushing too hard for validation. Like where in your life are you looking for validation? Is it in your business? Is it in your love part? And what shadow or fear has been surfacing in my life? So for example, one of the shadows and fear that has resurfaced for me personally was I feel like I can do things alone. So it was my inability to do things and not being willing to be supported by people. So that is one of the fear because I feel like maybe people will not show up for me. So I have to show up for myself all the time. But there is a fear underneath it, even though it's like, wow, that's like confidence. And at some point, yes. But when I did the shadow work during the class with Zai at the Awakening Persephone, what showed up for me was I was being independent or not wanting to receive support from people because I have been failed many times, so I'll just do it alone. So, yeah, so it's actually a shadow and a fear. So, what else in your life that is showing up right now? So you gotta, don't worry, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna ask you to share it to everyone. Let's keep ako lang nag-share kasi ako yung nagtiteach and I need to show you an example. And that's one of the fear that showed up for me. And once you acknowledge that fear, like for example, for me, the unwillingness for me not to support myself. So Zai is showing us a video of the three goddesses. Ayan. So we have Durga, Lakshmi, and Sarasvati with Ganesh. And the candle. So the candle, if you don't have the candle is in front of you right now. So please write it down. I'll give you 5 minutes. And please type 1 if you're done with writing down your shadow, your fear that has been resurfacing in your life or hindi mo pa ma-let go. Is it the inability to, you always want company. Yun, that's also another shadow. You don't like to be alone. So for me, my shadow is I'm hiding from the mask of I like to be alone, but it's because I don't want to be supported because I feel like the agenda behind it or the reason behind it is I feel like no, they will only disappoint me. So that's the deep thing. So what can you identify in yourself right now that you can actually transform and transmute? Once you are aware, then it will not hijack you anymore. Then you don't have to pretend. So write it down, write all the ego driven patterns. Write down, you can also write down people. People, like your attachment to people. Not exactly now you want to cut cords and release. You can if you want, but just write down you if you have so much reaction with a certain figure. Like for us, we did release a certain public figure. Charot lang, in our space that we keep reacting, that I keep reacting on, and I had to release that being. So just write it down and just type 1 if you're done. Thank you. I'll, Okay. So is everyone done? You just type one if you're done. Thank you. Okay, everyone na pala is done. Akala ko sobrang dami ng inyong sinulat. Okay, all right. So thank you for doing that. And also thank yourself for honor and acknowledge yourself for being honest and true to yourself by writing down whatever needs to be released. And if something still comes up during the session, kasi 'di ba parang kung hindi ka prepared, but I already gave you the pre-work which is the Durga clearing. So that's also like one way. And then this one is the second part. Okay? Kung ano pa pwede nating i-clear. So all right, let's do next slide. So you can actually burn it like what if you can see what Zai and Ate Jenny are doing, they're actually burning now the paper. So you don't have to do it now if you're not prepared. Just set the paper aside and later do the burning like what Zai is doing in the altar or your sacred space if you have a sacred space. So this is our main sacred space here in Mystic Angels, and we use it for altar work and mga ritual work. Okay. So all right. So now you're done with the releasing part. So I want you now to speak gratitude for the lessons that you've learned from them. It could be people. Like what are you learning from these people? Just with yourself. Okay, you can write it, speak gratitude for the lessons and affirm. Ano yung mga na-learn nyo so that you can integrate it. It's hard to just keep releasing. A lot of people, they go with releasing and they don't affirm anong lessons. When you don't affirm ano yung lessons, then there's a tendency that lesson will come back. Kasi hindi mo pa siya na-learn. Hindi mo siya na-integrate. So para hindi na siya mag-come back, hindi na siya babalik, okay? Speak gratitude for the lessons that you have. Like, oh, I learned that, like, for example, on my end, I learned that it's okay for me to be vulnerable and ask for support. So, what is it that you're learning from your shadow? What is it that you're learning from something that you feel like it's uncomfortable for you? What is it that you're learning from another person that you so hate or you have so many reaction to? Ano yung mga na-learn mo? Just write it down. I am learning to have more patience when I encounter this person. I am learning to have more allowance when I am with this person. I'm learning to have interesting point of view when I encounter this person. So, what is it that you're learning from them? You write it down, and then after writing it down, just receive all that. Sometimes some learnings are non-verbal, but it could be verbal, or a lot of that is energy, and you can feel it and just say, I integrate all parts of me. I am whole. I integrate all parts of me. I am whole. So you can just say it 3 times. I integrate all parts of me. I am whole. And later, you can still continue writing down what are the things that you're grateful for sa lessons na yon. As long as you have identified them, what are you learning from that person? What have you learned about you? And like for Carly, she says, I'm learning to trust in my own power. How does it get any better than that? Then just keep writing. What are you learning from that? Okay. Next slide, please. So now I want everybody to place your hands on your solar plexus. And I will play a music that is a Rahu chant, which is Om Rahave Namaha. This is to neutralize all the illusion that you have created for yourself, the illusion that you are separate from another. That's why you hate a brother and a sister, the illusion that you are not whole and you are incomplete. So, okay? So let's place our hands in the solar plexus, and I'll give you and listen to this chant. Oh, sorry. Hindi pala siya marinig. Teka lang. Let me, yeah. So Zai will just stop sharing and I'll share from my, ano na. Thank you for the feedback, everyone. Emote na kayo may dire, pero sige, go. Oh, wait. Alright. Okay, yeah. Wait lang, guys. Sabi niyo mo silent si Rahul, sorry. Okay.
Rahave Namaha, Om 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 Rahave Namaha.
Take a deep cleansing breath, inhale. And as you exhale, just release everything that does not serve you, contribute to you, and allow Durga to release all of that and the energies of Rahu to devour everything that does not contribute in your space. Now allow Jesus to contribute into the healing of your womb, your solar plexus, and just touch your solar plexus once again and receive the healing light and the healing energies of Jesus as it integrates into yours, as you are integrating yourself, as you receive your power this time, your potency, the possibilities. Take a deep breath again, inhale and exhale. If you're ready, you can open your eyes. And so I will give you this chant I will give the chant on the GC group chats. So you can do the same ritual for yourself if you still need to clear something, okay? But do it during the eclipse season, ngayon na season, for the next 3 days. If you still have remnants, you can do it again. So if you have received any downloads or insight, you can write it in your journal now. Like, just write, ano yung nag-impress sa'yo, ano yung mga binigay sa'yo ng gods, goddesses, who is with you, journeying with you right now. We are not limited to Durga, Lakshmi, and Sarasvati and Ganesh. Like kanina, who showed up was Jesus. So he's giving contributions with us tonight. So do not limit yourself na ito lang dapat. No, it's not. There will be beings, your ascended masters, our cosmic team who are contributing to us. All right? So just write down whatever insights you have that are surfacing and don't rush into action. Okay? Wag ka ganyan, parang I have to make this choice. Just allow it to fizzle out and settle down. And later, burn the paper that contains again, just a reminder, yung mga lahat ng sinulat nyo na gusto nyo i-clear and release, you gotta burn it, okay? You can do it tomorrow if you don't have access to burning stuff. You can do it tomorrow or tonight if you have your altar with you. So next slide, please. I hope this night has been a contribution to you. So after this class, I want you to cleanse your space. Okay, this is after eclipse energy. Sa bahay ninyo, do sage and smudge. If you don't have sage and smudge, do incense. Kung wala ka ding incense, you can do sound bowl. So ang i-play ninyo, wag yung Durga at saka yung Rahu na chant ha. Ang i-play ninyo to cleanse your space is Ho'oponopono. Okay? Again, after all the ritual work, yung ating releasing, you gotta cleanse your space with sage, incense, or if you don't have it, just play the music Ho'oponopono. It will cleanse your space. Tonight, take a ritual bath. Sipat de pangging ha. Pwede ang snoring mag-cleanse food. Yes, you can cleanse it, Ate Pangs. Have your bars run. Sungugan ka, Ate Pangging. So, take a ritual bath. Ritual bath, if you have a bathtub, you can put salt in the bathtub and then lots of flowers and all of that. Or if we don't have that, like me, I don't have a ritual bath, I'll just do saltwater bath, okay? Which is, putting lots of Himalayan salt in the tabo or sa balde. Oh. Yan, tabo and balde lang tayo, guys. So, you can do that, okay? And drink a lot of water and nourishing warm tea. So if you have tea with you, you can drink it, or if you have water with you right now, you may drink it like this. So just drink and replenish yourself with liquid, okay? Next slide, please. And so yes, Chaitra, this is actually opening Chaitra Navaratri, which begins tonight, which is the 9 night spring celebration of Goddess Durga, the fierce and loving protector of divine truth. These nights are sacred for cleansing, prayer, and reconnecting to your inner strength. So if there's a lot of solar plexus activity in your ngayon, that is part of it, okay? Each night honors a different form of the goddess. A powerful chant to use throughout is kanina yung ginagamit ko, which is Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Okay? And I will give you those two chant, Om Dum Durgaye Namaha at saka yung kay Rahu. Okay? This mantra helps with protection, strength, and removing inner and outer obstacles. So if you have any outer obstacles and inner obstacles, this mantra will contribute to that. Next slide, please. So again, inviting you if you're not in the 9 nights of the goddess, it's gonna start tomorrow. It actually started tonight. This is the culmination, and then tomorrow is the first night with Durga, and until April 7, and it's gonna be at 8 p.m. for only 5,555. There will be no recordings for this. Why? Because this is technically time sensitive siya. So we want everyone to be present. Please make time for this. This is for you, not for me. Okay? This is for you. Your ego will try to say, you will be busy on one night. You will be busy on 2 nights. That's your ego stopping you from change. Just become aware. If you're about to change, your ego will try to stop you. Your ego will create commitments, appointments, whatever emergencies it will like to create. But if you will say to your ego, hey, I want to change. So you have to be stronger than that. The ego is not our kalaban, okay? Your ego is not your enemy. Your ego is a friend. Your ego just wants to save you because the ego does not want to change because it feels safe already. Okay? So yun lang. It wants to protect you kasi hindi niya alam anong mangyayari sa'yo after. Like you will be a different you and the ego is not used to that. So yun lang yung trabaho niya. So you have to be bolder than that. You have to move past that because yeah, 9 nights will not be there again. Ito lang yung class natin for the year. Next year, different 9 nights. Okay? Next slide, please. 9 nights, 9 nights. So next we have Badass Empath on April 1, 2, and 3. If you missed this class, this is very fun. If you want more theoretical concepts about how to like not overcome, how to be a more empowered empath. No, not someone who parang who shies away from the limelight or who doesn't like crowd, but how you can use that to your advantage, your gift. Ayun. So yeah. Next slide, please. Oh yeah, sorry, that's 2.5 and it has less 500 for ACIM VIPs. Next slide, please. We have Awakening Persephone on May 1, 2025. And this one is 10 a.m. to 12 noon. In-person class itong kay Awakening Persephone. And I highly recommend it. It's very beautiful. Zai will facilitate this class. Very awesome. Our beautiful Shanier Zai Zai. And it's only 3,333. And my early bird siya, 2,222 if you're gonna sign up until April 9. Next slide, please. And we have Step into the Magic. It will start on April 15 to June 2025. If you have a business, if you're starting on something new, this is a beautiful class. I will also be changing a lot of stuff in this. Meron akong idagdag, meron ibabawas. So technically, a lot of dagdag, less bawas. For you to have more information about how we can align our body, mind, and spirit, you can check out our website. It's called eclipse.com. So you can check out our website. It's called eclipse.com. So if you have any questions about how we can align our body, mind, and spirit, in doing the work. And at the same time, you're able to fulfill your targets in your business and your career. And this will start on April 15 until June something. Basta 13 weeks siya or 90 days. So it will start. So early bird registration will be until April 1. So yeah. Next slide, please. I think this is the last slide. Tuesday na pala, no? Yeah, how does it get? So, all right. So that ends our class for tonight. And